I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams. 4 centuries have passed since those words were written. We have begun to penetrate infinite space, bounded in our little nutshell spacecraft. But we still have our bad dreams. I can sense them, coming across the midnight of space, and read the cryptic circuitry of their ship, decipher all the codes of fear in the hearts of its crew of 3. I wish I could tell them that all will be well, but the future, after all, is not so terrible. But that is not in my nature. They're very near now, the 3 in the ship. I know each name, each individual pain. Khan, Matlock, Kenzo. 3 are coming. Only 2 will leave. The bad dreams will always be with us. And now and again, dreams come true.
This is Kenzo Uji, Enigma Mission Log 9:12 AM, June 17th, 2019. I've just crash-landed Zeus 19 within 2 kilometers of Vita Base. The base directional beacon was out of operation, and there was a demon of a dust storm raging. A fire broke out on landing, forcing Matlock, Karn, and myself into emergency evacuation.
Diane Matlock, Earth Control Bacteriological Division, 9:12 AM, June 17th, 2019. Beginning investigation of continuous radio silence from Mars Vita Base. I attempted to enter airlock 2, but the door was jammed from the inside. My air supply almost ran out before I made it into airlock 3. No sign of a reception committee. No sign of anyone. We obeyed the secondary directive by coming in through separate airlocks. Stay alone, stay alive. That's what we were told, and that's what we've done. Investigating.
Enigma Mission Log. Martin Kahn, Earth Control Security Division, 9:12 AM, June 17, 2019. Prime Mission Directive to investigate cause of continuous communication silence from Vita Base. I'm now inside Vita Base. It's still silent. The mission ended almost before it began. Kenzo had to pilot the ship in by the seat of his pants. While the dust storm didn't help, we crash-landed close to the base. I think Kenzo made it all right into airlock 2, but I don't know about Matlock. Haven't heard from either of them since we entered separate airlocks. In the middle of all the panic, we didn't forget the secondary directive. Stay alone, stay alive. Whatever the hell that means. I checked the airlock's EVA suit hatches. Plenty of suits. No air tanks. No way out. End report.
EVA suit, tanks empty. Con in airlock and decontam 1 area. Can anyone hear me?
Hi there, hope Kenzo's alright. Kenzo, how's tricks?
I'm okay.
Okay, now let's find out why Vita Base has been silent for 10 months. Be ready for anything. Matlock, Kenzo, let's get moving, people.
Yes, boss.
Okay, Karn. Heading into base.
That's a personal letter.
Decontamination sequence completed.
I feel more contaminated now than I did before. So much for the decontam.
Door malfunction. Computer override required.
Hey, the decontam door is malfunctioning. Can't get into the goddamn base.
The decontam doors should have a general bypass on the computer. I'll try and get you out. It wasn't as fresh as it looked.
Decontamination sequence completed.
There was something wrong about that decontamination. Something very wrong. The base members nicknamed the corridors after famous streets. I think this is Madison Avenue. The bulkhead's sealed. If one's sealed, they'll all be sealed. The only way to raise them is through the main computer. Is anyone around? Anyone alive? Or dead? If you're dead, don't answer. If anyone here was alive, would they have left the corpse lying in a corridor? It says Felici on his name badge.
Yellow tag required.
Well, call me a techno-zen hippie, and I've been called that before. But there's a dead man hovering in front of me in the Boulevard Saint-Michel. I can hear him speak, in my mind. So, we've got reanimation, telepathy, and levitation. Now I call that downright supernatural. An alien haunting.
Are you on something, Kenzo?
Orange tag required.
Okay, so tags open doors. The base director's girlfriend, perhaps? Nice desk. Shame about the lock. A low-tech vacuum tube. Makes sense. The lower the tech, the easier to repair if it goes wrong. It must connect to a fair number of vac tubes on the base.
Voice password required.
Antonio Felici.
Computer accessed.
It's Haraway. Listen, Alan. It's too late to evacuate. I don't know if you're receiving this. Communications are breaking up. They opened up that on your orders. It was a Pandora's box. All the eagles of old Mars flew out, but Pandora found a solitary gift in the box. Hope. I doubt there's any hope on cold Mars. There are people clumping together. Time in the rock. You should designate Mars a quarantine planet, but I know you won't. If you send a manned craft, warn the crew. Stay alone. Stay alive. And Project Director Haraway's transmission terminated. All off-planet communications inoperative. Password extracted from final transmission. Password Pandora.
You're out of the box now, Karn, but Decontamp 3 door won't respond. We'll have to find a way to unlock Decontamp 3. Looks like the lock mechanism has been heat fused. A key marked MED. Med?
Green tag required.
The bulkhead's sealed. If one's sealed, they'll all be sealed. The only way to raise them is through the main computer. Corridor after corridor. Not a living soul. Shadows and echoes. This is a haunted house on Mars. Park Lane is written in capitals. Could be a password.
Green tag required.
The bulkhead's sealed. If one's sealed, they'll all be sealed. The only way to raise them is through the main computer.
Martin Kahn here. Can anyone hear me?
There's something waiting for us in this base. I can feel it. Something in the scent of the air, and a special kind of silence.
What the hell stopped my watch? 48:64? 64 minutes past 48 o'clock? You gotta be kidding. This guy's got 3 bullets in him. What happened here? Group hysteria? By the decomposition of the bodies, they probably died around the time of the last transmission to Earth. Weird thing is, they're like human freezers. I can feel the cold coming right out of them. Weird how a passcode got into my watch. I've heard strange stories about the main computer in this base. Radio for on-planet communication only.
The washroom. It smells of something, and it isn't roses. The name badge reads Jameson. Not my scene.
Green tag required.
Looks like the lock mechanism has been heat fused.
Yellow tag required. Purple tag required.
I wonder which door this unlocks.
Securely locked. A dead man reading a book. I'd call that unusual.
Judith Harraway, Vita Project Director to Allenby, June the 18th, 2017. I made Planetfall this morning. Bultmann seemed pretty eager to be relieved as Project Director. He said a year on Mars is at least 11 months too long for anyone. Good job these one-year contracts don't last for a Martian year, all 687 days of it. Anyway, all's well, Allenby. End report. July the 2nd, 2017. Well, Allenby, it's happened. Breakthrough day. Just took weeks after I arrived. It's actually happened. I was at the mining site an hour ago when news of the discovery came up. And what news? Whatever hopes you had for the Vita project, we've surpassed them. Full information will be transmitted on a security alpha line within the hour. When you receive it, you'll not be able to believe what we've found here on Mars. But believe it, Allenby, believe it. End report. October the 8th, 2017. Operation Akarak proceeding ahead of schedule 3 months after Breakthrough Day. The archaeological team has just made Planetfall. When they saw the caverns, they couldn't believe their eyes. I've just heard that Earth Control has introduced the death penalty for a whole new set of offences, including treachery to the company. So your global corporation has gone global all the way, taken over the whole show. You've become the unofficial president of Earth, Allenby. Or have I just said the wrong thing? Have I committed verbal treachery to the company? End report.
Much as I enjoy a good book, reading doesn't seem much of a priority right now. Vac tube. We can swap items down the tube. Some people get a kick out of that kind of thing.
Walking out on the Martian surface without air in my tanks would be a quick way to commit suicide. Radio link with Khan and Kenzo. I feel like a bug being sprayed by insecticide.
Door malfunction. Computer override required.
What's wrong with this bloody door? Could someone get me out of here?
The decontaminant doors should have a general bypass on the computer. I'll try and get you out.